Jerrod Smith. Joey, when you got a 6'5" point guard, he can go in the paint and shoot the three just as well. It's an impossible matchup in the college level. I don't think the Huskies have another upset in them tonight.
Jerrod Smith from the 6th-Man. I know y'all remember him. It's Random Rants. Like and subscribe, man. Now, I know y'all remember the movie. The movie tells the other side, though. You remember Anton Tyler, Kenny Tyler, A&K all the way. Y'all remember? Kenny passing Anton the last shot. Anton always makes it. Anton been a beast. He was a West Coast bucket. Y'all remember how the movie go? But this isn't about them, though. This is about Jerrod Smith. I hope y'all remember that scene. Y'all remember that classic game? Washington Huskies versus the Georgetown Hoyas? 97? We gonna get to that, though. We gonna get to that. First, let's start from the beginning, though. Jerrod, born in Clinton, Maryland. A DMV baby. Born the ball. It's an athlete his whole life. Grew up playing football, tennis. He even swam a little bit. But his love was basketball. And that led him to being one of the best in the state of Maryland, where he went to go play for DeMatha. And I mean, he was a beast in high school. Beast, a monster. His sophomore year, he gave Kobe 17 at one of the Adidas camps. I know y'all remember. Kobe was like, dude, he a beast. Like, I can only imagine how he's going to be his senior year. I don't know if he's going to be ready for the league, but he'll be all right, though. He definitely shows a lot of promise. You got his best friend, Sterling Woodson, playing for Gonzaga. You remember Sterling was a beast. Made all mat. Y'all remember? Monster. Had a nice little bag. Just a little undersized, but definitely a D1 player. He committed to Georgetown first. John Thompson ended up pulling up on Jerrod Smith in that lovely household in Upper Marlboro. Talked to him. Was like, yeah, look, Mr. and Miss Smith. Jerrod is going to the NBA. He just need the right tools to get him there. And I got those tools. So forget Syracuse, forget Maryland. Tell him come on to Georgetown. And that's exactly what Jerrod did. He chose Georgetown. After a very impressive senior year at DeMatha, he goes on to play at Georgetown his freshman year, puts up solid numbers. And I know you guys remember his sophomore year, right? I know y'all remember his sophomore year. When he played Duke at Cameron, he had 40 on Duke. 15 assists. And they still lost by 1 point. One of the best games in Duke history. Couldn't believe it. I never seen a kid give his all out there on the floor like Jerrod Smith would. I mean, one of the most talented players ever to wear a Georgetown jersey, man. Even Allen Iverson said it. Iverson was like, this dude right here, man, way better than I ever was. When I was wearing these colors, way better. Now this leads us to Jerrod's senior season. Georgetown in the beginning preseason rankings was ranked like 15. But by the end of the season, they were ranked number 4 in the country. Jerrod led them to a 15-3 Big East Conference record. They won 25 games overall that season before the tournament. Slim was a monster. See, y'all only saw the Washington part. And towards the end of the conference, during the Big East Conference, I'm sure you guys remember the movie now. Now we about to get into the movie. Because over there in the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies was playing UCLA. Y'all remember the great Kenny Tyler. Well, I mean, he was average player, I would say. Great college player. Passing the ball to his great brother, Anton. Y'all remember the play? Anton goes up for that dunk. Something happens. He feels a pain in his chest. He had a mild heart attack out there on that floor. Y'all remember? You know, he had a heart condition similar to the great Reggie Lewis, great Hank Gathers. And unfortunately, he transitioned. Unfortunately. UCLA ended up coming back and winning that game. His brother, Kenny, devastated. Devastated. And then you got Lance Van Gundy, the head coach. He trying to lead the Washington Huskies to their first tournament bid since 1984. His best player just transitions. You know, and this leads to the next game, California. You know, this is after they retired Anton's number. You know, you see Kenny crying, but he plays through it. In that next game, y'all remember it. This is when the miracles start happening. This is when the paranormal activity starts happening, let's just say. Kenny goes out there, has 18 and 9. One of those assists is a very ghost-like assist to his man over there in the corner, 3-ball. And I know y'all remember that last shot. Very ghost-like, half court. They made it. Like, very ghost-like. And this leads to Kenny going in the showers and his brother with that big paranormal act. Like, yeah, I'm back. I'm here to save the year. I'm back. Am I from heaven or am I from hell? I guess time will tell in this video, right? But forget all that. We about to win a championship. It's A&K all the way. And that's what he do. He helps this mediocre Washington team get by. They start winning games. Miracles, crazy plays. It's like the law of physics is it doesn't even exist when the Washington Huskies play. You guys remember this. And this leads them to the tournament, the NCAA tournament, where they play Fresno in the first round. They upset Fresno. Then they upset Dean Smith and UNC. And them big boys, you know UNC don't play around in the tournament. They upset them in the second round. Then we go to the Sweet 16. They playing against Arkansas. You got Anton doing too much on the sideline, slapping everybody. The team get to fighting themselves. They don't know what's going on. Everybody gets suspended, causes Arkansas to forfeit. This leads them to the Elite Eight, where they beat Kentucky, and they was not supposed to beat Kentucky. They were not supposed to beat Kentucky. They looking like a Cinderella team, right? You got Kenny Tyler looking like he the one. Like he really leading his team. I guess they didn't need his brother, right? Then we got to the part that you guys been waiting for. The Final Four, when they're in New York. You guys remember when they're in New York City? And they're playing Georgetown. Jerrod Smith. This is when you guys finally meet him. And he's ready. He goes out there, shows Kenny nothing but love. You know, Jerrod respects the game of basketball. Was like, man, I'm sorry to hear about your brother, man. You know, I just beat Duke. You know, I just beat UNLV to get here. But we playing against y'all, and I know we about to spank y'all. And I'm sorry to hear about your brother. Kenny. And I really wish he was here. Because I'm a competitor. And I would have loved to beat y'all by 20 when he was here. Because I want everybody to know I'm supposed to be the first pick in this draft. And granted, that's another thing that we'll talk about too. Let's just get on that. Draft experts they didn't know where to go. Was it going to be Anton or was it going to be Jerrod? We didn't know. It was always 1 and 2. But once Anton passes away, of course, Jerrod was the shoe-in number 1 pick. He just wanted to prove to the world he was better. That's all. And he was like, yeah, man, I really wish he was here, man. Kenny appreciated that. Was like, yeah, me too, man. You know, good luck out there, man. It's about to be a good game. Jerrod was like, yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. I'm about to show y'all who I am. It's the Final Four, baby. And Jerrod goes out there and puts on a great performance. I believe he had, He had 22 at the end of the first half. Unstoppable. John Thompson is like, man, this is one of the best players I've ever coached. You know, he said it before the season started. Like, you know, of course, you Patrick Ewing, the Alonzo Mournings, the Mutombos, the Iverses, we know Bubba Chuck. We know him. Victor Page. We know all these players, but Jerrod is special, man. He's proven it. He's about to lead Georgetown to a championship. They're crushing Washington. You guys remember the scene? He giving them what they want, man. That one play, they double team him. He passed the ball, dump it off on a backdoor play. Easy bucket. Lance Van Gundy getting out coached. And then we get to see the angel, Anton Tyler. He finally shows his true colors. And shows that he's not from heaven. He did not come from heaven. No, he's actually up here doing Satan's work. See, if he was an angel, he would just be helping the Huskies. Like he's been doing all season. Nobody's gotten hurt. You know, like we're just playing basketball. It's a game that I thought you loved too, Anton. But no, you're just selfish. And you'll do anything to win. And it was proven on this play, man. Jerrod stole the ball on the fast break. I know y'all remember it. Because I know Jerrod remember it. Because it was his last play ever playing basketball. Yeah. Anton ended the man's career. He's going up for a dunk. Anton, with his ghost self, pushes my man Jerrod. Jerrod flies to the backboard 35 miles per hour. Hits it. Falls down. Man, when he got on that floor, man, he was bleeding from his eyes, man. It was gruesome. You see Anton over there with a smile on his face, doing Satan's work, man. He is not an angel of God. No, he is not. Not doing stuff like this. Not doing stuff like this. The Huskies end up winning the damn game, man. And they you talking about just cheating, man. Like, this just not right, man. This just isn't right. They end up winning the damn game. And the last time we see Jerrod, he's in that hospital. And Kenny is talking to the crush, the little light-skinned pretty chick that's in the movie. It's like, yeah, Jerrod's been in surgery for over an hour, man. He said he has a broken collarbone and a concussion. Jerrod Smith was never the same player after that. He didn't even get drafted. His career was over after that, man. Like, I could never forgive Anton Tyler for that. I could never forgive him for that. And we gonna have a picture of the stats to compare them. I mean, they were the same. As you can see, the stats were similar. But once Anton transitioned, Jerrod was a shoo-in for the number 1 pick. Kenny was always going to be a lottery pick anyway. Once he got to his senior year, because he wasn't even ready. But, you know, another dream was deferred, man. Just, like, due to, like, wild Satan acts from Anton Tyler, man. I could never forgive him for this. I just can't. Random rants, man. Like and subscribe, man.